Ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news for you guys on this Friday afternoon. By the time you'll be seeing this video, most of you guys will be heading home from work. You'll be looking for something to start the weekend off right, and Uncle KC is here to provide it. For about 4 weeks now, the most famous missing person in the country has been the Wicked Weave. Well, technically, the Weave has been missing for months, but the balding beauty Joy Reid has been missing for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Ever since she was fired and her woke welfare expired from MSNBC, no one has been able to find Joy Reid. Family members were distraught. Pretend friends. They have been reaching out to Uncle KC, begging for his assistance in locating their long-lost Weave. Please, Uncle KC, we need all hands on deck. We need your valuable inside sources. Please help us. Please locate our beloved Weave. I decided to use my powers for something positive, or negative, depending on how you look at it. And I utilized my resources in a quest to find Joy Reid. I contracted my inside sources to find our bundle of joy. Like most investigations, we started at the beginning. Basic questions like, where was Joy Reid last seen? Of course, that answer was easy. Joy Reid was last seen leaving NBC studios in Manhattan, visibly upset. Her visible sadness turned to anger when she tried to retrieve the broom from the broom rack to ride it home. In this moment of heightened emotion, Joy Reid had forgotten that the broom was included as a form of transportation in her contract with MSNBC. Once she was fired, she lost her broom privileges. Luckily, though, it did not take us very long to find Joy Reid. Matter of fact, I received a call from my inside sources this morning telling me that they had located her. This was one of their easier investigations. I mean, all they had to do was spot the bald woman in the crowd, and they knew it was her. It was like an easy game of Where's Waldo, except they were playing Where's Weave. I'm sure her cold head was wondering the same thing. Where is the weave that used to keep me warm? I thought the earth was warming. Why am I still freezing? Ironically enough, my sources found Joy Reid next to another missing person that they located last year, Donnie Lemon. Every afternoon, Donnie and his lemons are live on YouTube. Lemon live at 5. How original. Live at 5. Never heard that one before, except for the fact that it's been used for the last 70 years by every local news station in the country. Gay, Georgia, live at 5. Shreveport, live at 5. Dylan Mulvaney, soar at 4. Yesterday afternoon, Don Lemon shared his platform with Joy Reid. I guess he felt bad for the artist formerly known as Weave. She no longer has a platform, so Donnie decided to share his dozens of viewers with her. Sharing is caring. This way to fun! Unfortunately for Joy Reid, it was abundantly clear that she was suffering through attention withdrawals. It was abundantly clear that she hasn't had her fix in over a month. She was so desperate for attention that she was willing to say something so outlandish, so insane, so stupid. She knew it would be impossible for her unhinged lunacy to go unnoticed. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel is in the description below. This morning on the second channel, we criticized the woke media for continuing to polish the turd known as Unrivaled. I explained why Unrivaled is currently on life support and how they are not going to survive without Caitlin Clark. I also explained why recruiting Caitlin Clark to Unrivaled could have a negative impact on the primary dump in the WNBA. So if you haven't already, head over to the second channel and check it out. To his credit, Don Lemon has built a nice platform for himself here on YouTube. Now, I don't agree with him politically. Don Lemon definitely has a stage 4 case of OMB. Orange Man bad! But credit where credit is due, seriously. And I said this same thing about Don Lemon when he was at CNN. Don Lemon understands something that Michelle Obama can't seem to grasp. One of the reasons that Michelle Obama is struggling, besides the fact that she's uncharismatic and uninteresting, and also besides the fact that she appears to be putting in minimal effort, hell, at this point, Michelle Obama is a disaster. But one of the reasons that she is struggling is because Michelle Obama, she seems to be playing it safe. Now, playing it safe might work in the sandbox in elementary school. Playing it safe might ensure that you walk away from the swing set with no bruises. But when it comes to creating content and building an audience, the only thing playing it safe will get you is playing by yourself, because no one is going to be watching. Don Lemon understands that it's okay to be hated. It is okay to be controversial. It's a benefit to be willing to say things that other people aren't willing to say. You either want to be loved or you want to be hated. Don Lemon has a loyal following of lonely dudes who stare deeply into the screen, wishing they could be the glove on Donnie's hand. See how he leans his hand upon his cheek? Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, I might be able to touch Donnie's cheek. Donnie has a loyal following, but he also does not mind being hated. He doesn't mind pissing people off. He has no problem being the villain. If there is one thing Don Lemon does well, it is create controversy. He knows how to generate interest in the media. He knows how to draw attention, which is probably why Joy Reid came out of hiding to appear on his channel, because Joy Reid knew it was the quickest way to fill her need for attention. Yesterday afternoon, Donnie and the bundle of joy were talking about their favorite topic, the Trumper. There were a couple of interesting things about this clip I'm about to show you guys. Number one, Don Lemon has more hair than Joy Reid. I found myself counting hairs, but I stopped when I got to 6 because I ran out of hair to count. After that, I just assumed Don had more. And number two was the analysis that Joy Reid provided about Canada. The Trumper has pissed Canadians off by claiming that Canada would become the 51st state. Now, obviously, it is highly unlikely that this ever happens. I think the Trumper is just doing what he does best, talking shit and pissing people off in the process. But Joy Reid seems to be taking him seriously. Matter of fact, Joy Reid is very concerned that America could be going to war against our good friends up in Canada. A war that, according to Joy Reid, America would lose. Watch for yourself.
Let's talk. First of all, you can't make Canada the 51st state without going to war with them. And let me explain how that happened, how that worked out the last time we tried to go to war with Canada. They burned the White House to the ground in 1814 and won the war. Canada beat us in the War of 1812. They probably liked their chances against us. We're not going to beat them in a war because we have never been able to do that. We're going to lose. We don't have enough troops to occupy. They are a country of 39 million people.
Have you ever wondered what an Ivy League education looks like? That's what it looks like. A woman who was raised in Denver, Colorado, pretending to have a New York City accent. It is abundantly clear that Joy Reid didn't study history at Harvard, or maybe she did and she was indoctrinated with fake history. Either way, and I'm sure this will come as a surprise, Joy Reid is wrong. Now, full transparency here. I am no expert in American history. I had to look this up for myself, but even before I looked into it, I was almost 100% positive that Canada did not win the War of 1812. Matter of fact, I was almost positive that Canada wasn't even a participant in the War of 1812. Reason being, Canada didn't become a nation until 1867 when they won their independence from Great Britain, who was in the War of 1812. But let's put the historical inaccuracies to the side for just a second. Since deacons at Woke United Methodists like to play make-believe, let's play pretend. Let's pretend for a second that the Trumper wanted to capture Canada. Let's pretend for a second that America wanted to invade Canada militarily. We wanted to take their land. We wanted to make Canada the 51st state. Would there be anyone in this country worried about the end result? Would there be anyone in America who would question the outcome? This is no disrespect to the good people of Canada. We're just talking about this because Joy Reid is playing make-believe, but Canada would not stand a chance. Total population of Canada is equivalent to the population of the People's Republic of California. One American state is equal to the entire country of Canada. I know Canada likes to play tough. And when I say that, I'm talking about the government. I'm not talking about the people. Mainly, I'm talking about Johnny Trudeau. Johnny Trudeau was real tough when Johnny B. Biden was president. He was real tough when he was locking people down over the COVID, sending pastors to jail for having the audacity to preach on Sunday mornings, limiting speech from his citizens, who I'm sure he referred to as subjects. From November 2015 to March 2025, Johnny Trudeau, he was a tough guy. But what happened as soon as his daddy got home? What happened as soon as the Trumper was back in the White House? Justin Trudeau took his political spanking, he took his Bruce caboose, and he resigned. You know, Joy Reid is a disgrace. I thought it was disrespectful to the military to claim that we would lose to Canada. I thought it was disrespectful to the men and women who are currently serving. If Joy Reid is this unhappy with America, the solution is simple. Leave! Rose O'Donnell has already rented the cottage in Ireland. All these celebrities who are angry that their woke faith has been rejected by Americans, all they gotta do is leave. Rent is already covered. Rose has plenty of rooms available. She is just waiting on all of you to join her. Now, I know money is tight right now for Joy Reid. She's unemployed, doesn't have a job. Her broom gets her around the city, but I doubt it's capable of making a transatlantic flight, but that's okay. If Joy Reid needs financial assistance to join Rose O'Donnell in Ireland, I am sure, I am positive, there would be plenty of people willing to donate. Give me your thoughts on this. Joy Reid makes her immaculate return with another unhinged rant. She claims that America would lose to Canada in a war. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.